According to TMZ, Megan Thee Stallion is suing Milagro Gramz, the famous YouTuber from Mobb Radio. And I'm going to be talking about a lot of things. The lawsuit, why I think that this is a stupid idea for Megan to do, and what happened between me and Mobb Radio, what was it, like 2 or 3 years ago? Some of you probably remember that. The rest of you are probably like, what are you talking about? Yeah, when she embarrassed me live on her show. Anyways, make sure you click thumbs up, subscribe, and choose all notifications. It's free. If you want to make a donation, it'll be greatly appreciated. Am I dry begging? Maybe. But I tell you what, I'm working 5 jobs right now. That's why I'm allegedly begging for donations. Thanks to those who have donated already. I'll be sure to mention your name in a future video. That goes for anyone who has donated or anyone who does donate in the future. Make sure you click thumbs up. It's free. Leave a comment if you're just saying hi. I have to ask you guys a question, though, about Megan versus Milagro Gramz, the YouTuber. If you think that Megan should sue her for defamation or whatever, say she should. If you think that she shouldn't, say don't sue. That'll let me know which side you're on. I'm going to say don't sue in my own comment section because this is stupid. And I'm not defending Milagro Gramz, but I'm going to get into what happened between me and her and what she did after that, which wasn't that long ago. And I saw it, but I didn't say anything about it. When she attacked me just recently, maybe a few months or so ago, but I just never talked about it. So for those that don't know, there was a video that came out maybe a few months or so ago of some video that was allegedly Megan Thee Stallion. Some people say that it was a deep fake, like her face was superimposed on somebody's body. And basically it was a dirty tape. Like this woman was getting it on, like she was getting smashed, if you know what I mean, doing it with a man. Excuse me. And that's especially disgusting considering the fact that Megan is a horse. And of course, I'm just kidding. But basically, Milagro Gramz had talked about this video. And she, like, I guess maybe reposted it on X or somewhere on social media. Or she allegedly told people where they could find it, allegedly. And I guess they're trying to use that as like some sort of like cyber harassment type of situation or whatever. But they must have not paid attention to what happened with 50 Cent and what's that girl's name? Tierra Marie. Because Tierra Marie from Love and Hip Hop tried to sue 50 Cent, saying that basically when he reposted the picture and or videos of Tierra Marie doing it with a dude, I think she had, leche de hombre, man milk on her face and stuff like that. And Tierra Marie tried to get him on some like revenge P-word stuff. And she had a lawyer and everything. And when it went to court, he ended up, I guess, like countersuing her. And long story short, she ended up owing him like $30,000 that she never paid. And with all those fees that they kept putting on it, I mean, I don't know if she'll ever be able to pay it. But long story short, she ended up losing her case. Now, Cardi B had a frivolous lawsuit against Tasha K, and she ended up winning hers. And Nicki Minaj's ridiculous lawsuit against Nosy Hoes ended up going through, and I think she won it, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did Nicki win her case against Nosy Hoes? If she won, say she won. If she did not, say she lost. That'll let me know whether or not she won. But there's been a lot of different lawsuits that have been going on and whatnot, right? So I'm not going to read the whole article on TMZ because I have a lot to talk about in this video. But what they said was Megan is suing this woman for allegedly promoting falsehoods about her, claiming she is posting lies about the Tory Lanez case and spreading deepfake P-word, P-O-R-N. And they said that she filed a lawsuit against Milagro, and they referred to her as an ex-user with nearly 30,000 followers, alleging that she routinely posted lies about Megan Thee Stallion, or MTS for short, while working as a mouthpiece for Tory Lanez and promoting a false narrative about shooting her. Now, here's some of the things that are being discussed. There's a video of Megan Thee Stallion engaged in S-word acts. And they're saying that Milagro allegedly caused severe emotional distress and reputational harm by like reposting or whatever. And they also say, I'm going to read this verbatim. Megan's team says Milagro has also claimed that Megan Thee Stallion has a severe drinking problem, has questioned her mental competency, and called her and quote, angry black woman. Can you believe that crap is actually in the lawsuit? So what? So we can't call you an angry black woman if that's our opinion of you? You're suing people for opinions now? That's just stupid. I just said an opinion. Anyways, as it relates to Tory, Megan's lawyers claim, I'm not going to say her real last name in this video, has promoted false claims about evidence in the case, including saying the firearm with which Tory shot Megan had gone missing. Megan's team says it is still in the custody of the LAPD. The lawsuit also includes posts to X Milagro allegedly live tweeted from Lane's trial, falsely claiming Meg's friend Kelsey Harris admitted she lied to prosecutors when she told them she saw Lane's pull a gun on Meg. Lanes was ultimately convicted of negligent discharge of a firearm, assault with a semi-automatic firearm, and carrying a loaded and unregistered firearm for the shooting. He is now serving a 10-year prison sentence. Megan is suing Milagro for promotion of an altered sexual depiction, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and invasion of privacy, which is the title of Cardi B's first and only album at the making of this video. And false light. What in the world? Hey, make sure you say typo in the comment section. Leave a separate comment saying typo right now, because you know I always find articles with typos. Listen to this. I'm going to have to screenshot this and put this in the video. Okay? It says blah, 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 blah. Let me find it. Blah, 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 blah. Intentional infliction of emotional distress and invasion of privacy and false light. She's also asking for an injunction relief to stop Milagro's cyberstalking. So false light, no period, nothing. And I don't even know what false light means. And then they go on to say she's also asking, typo, long story short. So say typo in the comment section. TMZ, come on now. Y'all had to rush this article out there so fast that you couldn't proofread it. I know you can afford ChatGPT. It's only $20 a month. I can't afford it. That's why I'm out here dry begging for donations, allegedly. Anyway, more than anything, Meg just sounds fed up with the blogging world. She tells TMZ, quote, it's time to hold bloggers accountable for years of harassment, cyberbullying, and the publication of misinformation about my personal and professional life. I've endured countless attacks on my character based on false narratives from social media bloggers misrepresenting themselves as, quote, journalists. Did she really write that? She asks, quote, it's unacceptable behavior, and these individuals need to understand there will be repercussions for recklessly posting lies and defamatory falsehoods. Anyway, they reached out to Milagro. So far, there's nowhere back. First of all, this lawsuit is stupid. Number two, you're going to lead some crusade against bloggers instead of worrying about your career. Your album came out. It didn't sell well. And the public don't like it. People literally want Megan Thee Stallion to quit rap. They're literally asking, why is she rapping at all? Why did she do an act 2 to an album that nobody wanted to hear? And the public don't believe her story, regardless of the outcome of the court case, regardless of Tory Lanez going to jail for 10 years, allegedly, getting his 10-year sentence or whatever. People still don't believe her. People think that more happened that night than what was said. There's a lot of things that don't really make sense, like why didn't Kelsey want to talk about what happened that night? And many people believe that Tory was the only person that was tested for GSR or gunshot residue. So if there were 3 or 4 people there, 4 people, right, including the driver, why wasn't everyone tested for, fingerprints, gunshot residue, whatever. Evidence leading to, who could have fired the weapon? How come they couldn't find out who the heck owned the weapon? None of the story made any sense. This is deeper than whatever Milagro Gramz was saying. This is like a Scooby-Doo, episode of that movie Clue? It's a whodunit. It's a whole mystery. And we're talking about some crap that Milagro Gramz said that Megan Thee Stallion is mad at. Which, it doesn't sound like she's mad at her because of alleged defamatory statements or her, allegedly reposting a dirty tape or something stupid like that, which she didn't, take from Megan's possession or make herself allegedly. Or at least that's not what's being implied. It sounds like they're not saying that came for her. It sounds as if they just kind of threw a bunch of stuff together to kind of make a court case. I mean, when petty stuff like, quote, angry black woman is included, and first of all, maybe people think you're an angry black woman because of that mugshot of you and the reason why you got the mugshot, allegedly. I mean, that could have something to do with it. Also, let me see. Has Megan Thee Stallion? Oh yeah, that night that led up to the Tory Lanez situation. If you listen to the story, as well as things that people around her have said, could lead one to believe that Megan Thee Stallion may have a problem with anger. Allegedly. That doesn't mean it's true, but that's what some people who have been around her have said. And her music is very aggressive, even when she's rapping about sexual stuff. I feel like I'm being harmed a little bit. Like, listen to Megan Thee Stallion. She's very aggressive. Like an angry horse. She literally raps like an angry horse. Allegedly. But here's the thing, okay? So the thing about Milagro. One day she was live. This is probably a couple years or so ago. I don't remember. It might have been 2021, 2022 or something, right? I went over to her live chat. This is on YouTube. And I was flirting with her. And, I let her know that me and her might have to make a blogger baby, allegedly. No, I'm just kidding. No, but, I was flirting with her and stuff. And I slid up in her DMs while she was live. And come to find out, Milagro Gramz is married. Now, the way that she talks about men, nobody would know that. If you ever heard what she has to say about men. And the way that she falls over Tory Lanez. She talks like a woman who's single. So, how was I supposed to know that the heifer was married? So, anyways, long story short, she ends up blocking me on live. She blocked me on YouTube. She blocked me on Instagram. She, in so many words, told me to get the F up out of her DMs, to paraphrase or to surmise what actually happened. Not that she verbally said that. Not that she said that verbatim. But she let me know to get the F up out of her face, okay? And not too long ago, and thank you to the person who sent me this, she was up on YouTube. She did a video about Cardi B, because there's two people that she talks about all the time like she has nothing to talk about. Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion. She does not like them for whatever reasons, and she talks about them incessantly. And long story short, she was talking about Cardi B this one time. This is not that long ago. And she had to go find a video. The one where Cardi B said that she would trick a man into sleeping with her and a trans woman, and that basically the dude would wake up and then she would like reveal the truth to him. Like, hey, that woman that me and you got busy with last night, well, she wasn't born a female after all. So tricked you, buddy. Like that's a way to get back. Did she say that was a way to get back at her man if he cheats on her? I think that's what it was. Some people say she was joking. Some people say that no, that's the type of person that she is. But allegedly. But when Milagro went to go look up that video to play it for her live, she ended up finding it on my channel when she did a search, right? And I'm talking on the video. It's not just Cardi B. Because in order for us to use clips of other people's videos, we're supposed to provide a commentary. And that's how it's fair use. You're not just reposting stuff. When I start talking, Milagro Gramz starts like talking crap. Like, yeah, shut up, you idiot, you imbecile, or something like that. Basically, she was saying that I was stupid. And I'm not a stupid person. And it offended me. I didn't want to sue her. But, she said some unnecessary stuff about me, basically. For no other reason than that's just how she is. Milagro Gramz likes to talk shit about people. And when she hates you or doesn't like you, she really, really hates you or doesn't like you. And that's just how she gets down. She talks about Cardi B. She talks about Megan Thee Stallion. And she talks about them in very, very nasty ways. And I don't think that they should sue her for that, because they're not nice people themselves. And I'm entitled to my own opinion about that. And if I were Milagro, I would wear a t-shirt of Megan Thee Stallion's mugshot on it to court, because that's just the type of sense of humor I have. But this is stupid. This is a very dumb lawsuit. See, Tasha K's lawsuit was a special case. All these people think that Tasha K lost that lawsuit because you just can't say anything about anybody. But people don't really think about the things that they say. I mean, if you want to talk about the things that people say, Cardi B has said literally the worst stuff out of the absolute worst out of everybody. Nasty shit. It's just nobody sued her yet. You got to understand why. Only a stupid person goes through these lawsuits. Now, when Nicki went through her lawsuit, I don't think that it was so much a bad thing, because of the fact that Nosy Hoes is, you know, I mean, if you've ever heard her speak, if you've ever seen her videos, you already know that bitch is a different breed. I mean, the shit that she says is so fucking crazy. And she was talking about Nicki's baby and everything. It was just all around a different case. Cardi B suing Tasha K was about revenge. She always tries to get her lick back. That's her history. Name anybody that she's had beef with. Nicki Minaj throws a shoe at her. Throws a shoe at, what's her name? Asia on Love and Hip Hop. I think there was somebody else she allegedly threw a shoe at. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was only 2 people she threw shoes at. How do you go to a high class event? You're a new artist and you're throwing shoes at legends. That's just stupid. And, you know, there was a situation with the girls at the club, Batty G and Jade. And, you know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, it's just nonstop. Remember when she went up with those 2 dudes? Was it like the middle of the night or something? They were like talking shit online. And then she went up to quote, like handle the situation or whatever, allegedly. Who does that? Then, of course, there was a situation recently when they went to her house. What was it? CPS went to her house on some like false accusations or whatever. And then she was like, yeah.
And if you're a woman, me and Henny, we're going to jump you. We're going to put our feet in your butt. Me and my sister are going to drop some grapes in your ass and stomp them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, maybe she didn't say it like that. But she was like, you know, her and Hennessy are going to like beat you up if you're a woman. And if you're a man, then Offset's going to beat you up. Like, I thought you and your baby daddy were done. Like, he's going to be beating up people for you or for him or for both of y'all. Anyways, listen, long story short, Cardi B is just the type of person who wants to get her lick back. And Nicki shouldn't have sued Nosy Hoes. But then again, she probably wouldn't stop. And how do I say this, you know, without getting into any trouble? I don't think that Nosy Hoes understands how to stop. I think that Nosy Hoes is on one. I don't understand her. She's extreme and her behavior is erratic. So there you go. But I wouldn't say that Milagro is extreme. She's not like Nosy Hoes. I would say that, you know, she is the type of person that if she doesn't like you, yeah, she'll keep talking about you. But I think that there's certain levels that she wouldn't go to. Like, she wouldn't say anything really crazy, like about your kid, like Nosy Hoes will. You know, there's levels to this thing. And as far as what happens with her and Milagro might be told, don't mention her anymore. Or at least not by name. I don't think Megan's going to get shit out of this whole thing. I think it's just one big waste of time and a waste of money. And honestly, it's stupid. So you have the money to do it, so why don't you do it? Megan should be worried about saving her money because she needs to have a record deal. Because the way things are looking, I mean, you saw what happened with Atlantic Records and their situation. Dozens of people were let go, right? I mean, the music industry is falling. It's falling fast. And I guess now we'll see how close Nicki Minaj and Milagro Gramz are, allegedly. Because, you know, lawsuits cost a lot of money, and who's going to pay for it on Milagro Gramz side? Anyway, this is all my opinion. What do I know? I'm just an idiot with a microphone. I just realized something. If I'm not mistaken, what Milagro Gramz referred to me as was a moron, for the record. But anyways, make sure you click thumbs up, subscribe, and choose all notifications. This is just my opinion. Everything is alleged, blah, blah, blah. All the stuff I'm supposed to say. Because of people like Megan out here upset at what people say on the internet. Have you read the comments, Megan? Like, do you know what people say about what happened that night, Megan? You really need to go read some of these comments. Because I think they may shock you. It may be a wake-up call for you and everybody around you. Because most people don't believe this story about whatever happened that night. Almost nobody believes that story. That's why over 100,000 people signed a petition to release this guy. I don't like Tory Lanez on a personal level. I don't care for the guy personally, but he has a lot of fans and nobody believes the story about him shooting anybody. I mean, if you just actually pay attention to what people were saying, nobody believes that that was his gun and nobody believes that that's what he did. Anyways, the secret password to say in the comment section to let me know you made it to the end of the video is if you think that Megan is going to win this case against Milagro, say Megan wins. If you think that Milagro is going to win, say Milagro wins. If you don't know, say I don't know. If you don't care, say I don't care. But you know who we need to free out here? Wiley. From what I heard, Wiley is still allegedly locked up. Only thing he did was go to Walmart and say, Anyways, we're not going to talk about Wiley in this video. This is why Wiley needed to be free to talk about this right now. By the way, Nicki Minaj just acted like she was trying to go live on Twitter. Some music played, and then it went blank. There was no audio. Either her Wi-Fi was messed up or something. Something happened to where she shut off her her X live spaces thing. And it was titled something like, ah ha ha. So what is she laughing about? The Elliot Wilson thing? I mean, she can't be laughing about Milagro. Well, then again, Milagro did talk shit about Nicki back in the day, didn't she? And then she, for some reason, switched up, and all of a sudden she was... Anyways, it ain't none of my business. Make sure y'all click thumbs up, subscribe, and choose all notifications.